We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return is Henderson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Bison.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
6-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Callaway on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Jamarcus Lawrence.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries.
Meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Now Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 22 yards there, a first down.
Complete to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A gain of 22 yards.
And they'll run on first down. Jet, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Wentz connecting with his tight end Goddard, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Cowboys 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. Check 9, check 9. SOS.
They keep on the ground without him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, Jet. And he'll go down at the 28. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
10th carry now for Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Switch gears. You won't take.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
7-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
I got you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Oh, boy.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the Eagles' 1-yard line.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Wentz's pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but Very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, Jet. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wentz going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Quadri Henderson on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
90 is a mic.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 20, Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They run the counter. Chip. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Philly. And even 80 yards.
Here we go. 120. I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 20 all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29.
Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, it's Elliott.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Carson Wentz sacked. A loss of 11 yards.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return will stop right around the 25. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Draw play, Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Eagles 20.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
A turnover on downs.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go to the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
12 yards there and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Brought down by Darius Slay.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4.
Good.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 55's mine.
Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Brings up 2nd.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Cowboys 34, Eagles 20.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working from the gun, Wentz. And oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a game.
Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Greg Zerline line.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of the 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Eagles.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Number 34.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now Elliott. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
41. Eagles 27.